This week's Torah portion is called Tzav. It's in the book of Leviticus, Vayikra, and it discusses the sacrifices which took place in the ancient temple in Jerusalem. Tzav also means, in Hebrew, a turtle. Now, you grammarians will have to give me a little bit of creative license. It's not spelled exactly the same, but nonetheless, what can we learn out about a turtle, Tzav, and this week's Torah portion, and what message does it carry for us? So a conversation once took place amongst the sages, the great rabbis of old, and they were trying to pinpoint which is the one verse in the Torah which most gives us guidance as to how to live our life, which is the most important verse in the Torah. So some of the typical or classic suggestions were raised, such as Shema Yisrael, which we all know and we say, and confirms our belief in one God, such as Ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha, that you should love your fellow as yourself, such as the verses describing how we should live in the image of God. These were all suggested. And then there was one other suggestion, where in reference to the sacrifices, it says, Es hakeves echad taser b'boker, es hakeves hasheni taser ben harbayim, which means, and you should bring a lamb offering, a sacrifice of a lamb, in the morning, and you should bring one in the evening. And one of the rabbis put out there and said, that is the most essential verse, and that is how we need to live our lives. Now, obvious question. That doesn't seem so crucial. There's laws about kosher, and there's laws about Pesach. There's so many different laws that we can discuss. And then there's these sweeping statements about loving each other and belief in God. All of these things should come secondary as they come to their conclusion to this one line about bringing sacrifices in the temple. What is the explanation? So, my dear friends, we need to look no further than our good friend Zavel the turtle to answer this. Bring one in the morning, bring one at night. This is the concept of consistency. This is the concept of doing things regularly, building our platform on day in and day out. As we all know, next week it's going to be Pesach. We all get excited. You go to your grandmother for the Seder, she makes delicious brisket, everybody gets excited. But that's not only what it's about. Yes, we have to celebrate those times, but we have to be consistent. We have to do it day in and day out. That's with our relationship with God, with our relationship with other people, and with our general identifying and living a life of a Jewish person. It has to be every day. Whoa, now behave yourself. It has to be every day. It has to be consistent. Because as you know, when there's a race between the turtle and the hare, not that I know too much about hare, but nonetheless, we know who ends up winning. It's not the one who takes a little nap and then gets inspired and takes another nap and gets inspired again. It's the one that stays the course. It's the turtle that wins the race. So let's all take this message into Shabbat and into Passover. And thank you, Zavel, for such a wonderful performance. Shabbat Shalom to all of you.